So today we're going to talk about some of these really cool things on the channel. Not all of them, 19 to collect, not all of them. But this is series 1, bringing back some of the Jurassic World minis. And we're going to look at some of them, and I'm going to show you how to find the ones you want. So here's a box you might come across. You're most likely going to come across this box in a Walmart store. You may see it in a Target, but right now I'd say Walmart is the way to go. And when I was looking, I was primarily looking for ones that I don't already have. I may have not all the same color schemes in this release, I don't know. But the ones in particular that I wanted was this, and this. So I made sure to match up the codes, collect the ones I want, and I even picked up an extra one of these. So we're gonna check that out today. It has some really cool box art of the two Raptors shown right here. That one would be the ghost, right? So this is really cool. And now the side of the box art, the packaging, looks really cool as well. And I really had to do some talking. I was at the store, I found these, I wanted to keep the box. I initiated that I was going to buy the packaging and the items, and the store wasn't gonna let me do it, but with a little push, a little shove, a manager came over and they allowed me to buy the packaging with these 6 boxes as well. This one still has that sleeve that comes out that would like tuck down into the box, and then you would open this up, revealing all the different ones inside. You can see I don't have a lot of them, and 2 of them are the same. Hopefully I didn't forget something. Hopefully I'm not missing one of the ones on my list. Come to think of it, and these Jurassic World minis, I think we're okay. I think I was just freaking out, because there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on my list, and I have 6 here, so we're good. Now, ones that I've gotten in the past include getting the Rex and the Spino and the Nasuto, the Convocator, this one, this one. You know, maybe not exactly the same, but I have them, so that's why I opted for these, and I'm going to take them out and look at the codes and show them to you. Let's go. First on the list is easy. Can you believe someone had the audacity to rip this open in a store? But they did, and I already know the codes, so it wasn't much of a surprise. I'll go ahead and take this one. It was fine with me because I know what's in the box before. Here is that side of the box, and what we're looking at is none other than this one, Brachiosaurus. 1 I know because I've already checked. 2 I know because there are special codes on these boxes. If you look right here, you'll see it says GWP 38. Well, you can ignore that. You can ignore this down here probably, but what you want to look at is this right here, 2254FG003. You're looking at those last 3 digits, the 003, and the 003 just happens to be the brachiosaurus in this particular one. So there you go. And this is your Jurassic World mini, and it's really rubbery and really cool. Now this goes forward, this goes back, and this has full articulation range in a circle. And on the bottom, it looks like this. You see a little logo. You can see a little stamp on the bottom, peg hole, or pegging onto a play set. Some writing back there. So this is a really cool addition. I'm really glad to have it. All right. Also, before we keep going here, there's a little booklet they give you. It has a little checklist. And you can check off the ones you want on your list. 19, it shows. So that's pretty cool. Next one, ironically, if I open this, is exactly the same as this one. How do I know? Because you look at that code, the 003, 003, it will be correct every single time. So we know that there's a brachiosaurus in here as well. I'm going to skip that for now. We're going to move on. I'm going to pull this one out. And this one, we're going to look at the code 001. And that one, 001, just happens to be these two critters right here. To do that, you have a little tab right here. You can push that in, and then you can start pulling this, or you can open it on the side right here. Because these are always right, I will not be amazed. I will only be excited. Sure enough, just exactly what it's supposed to be in this box. So here's one, very rubbery, very preferred. Even the spikes, little logo, little peg hole, attention to detail, amazing stuff. The next one, look at that. Look, you can see, oh, that is gorgeous. And very rubbery as well. Peg hole logo. Really like this one. Really like that a lot. It's so cool. Next, we have another. And we're gonna flip this over. I'm gonna get it wrong again. Am I getting it wrong? Nope. And this one is 009. Those two. Let's open it up. Check it out. All right, here we go. I peeked. Yep, sure enough. And this is what was supposed to be in there. Articulation. Super cool. I wish they painted the tongue. The tongue is like a white color. Wish it was red. But it's very rubbery. Has the logo and the peg hole. Love that on the back. Very cool. I have the big one. I could review it sometime. And here's a gallimimus. I'm very familiar with that. I have the Hammond collection and other versions of the gallimimus. So even though it's a repeat, it's still pretty cool to have. Like a young one for my other bigger ones. So that leaves two more for the ones that I got. Particularly, I would have rebought the Nasutoceratops if it's a different color scheme than the originals. Maybe you can let me know and I could go back and get just that one. But I don't know. I have two of the other Nasutos from last time. And what's in this box? And the answer to that lies right here. This croc thing and that other dinosaur are guaranteed to be in this box. So here we go. Sure enough, exactly what we're supposed to get. Here's this one right here. No mouth articulation, unfortunately, but really cool. I decided to skip the bigger figure of this, but it's nice to have a small one. Logo in a peg hole. Not as much rubbery squishy as some of the other ones, but still a cool piece to display on a shelf. But the real reason I got that one was for this. And I do have the figure of this. I have a couple of them. Like a walking crocodile, like walking up high crocodile. There you got a logo and a peg hole. And yeah, this is a really cool one to have as well. I wish the teeth were painted, but it's still super awesome to get one of these. All right, we move on to the last box. So on the last box, we only have one other option of what we're gonna get because we've already extinguished the other options that we know about. So it has to be these two right here. So that's what's gotta be in this packaging, 002. Let's give it a go. All right, drum roll. Sure enough, every single time. Beautiful, beautiful dinosaur. The mouth is open, it does not close. Sculpted open, but the tail is very rubbery, and the spikes, and the legs. Logo and a peg hole. Front arms move pretty good. Nice paint scheme. A welcome addition. I like this one a lot. And here is the final. And I believe there's a figure of this coming out in the Rebirth new stuff that's coming out. So that's nice. Look at the stripe on there. Peg hole and a logo. Very, very rubbery on this one. I like this one a lot. This is the way they need to keep doing it. Really cool dinosaur to have, really cool. And just to prove a point here also, which is what's in the box, but we're going to show that this is actually in this box and it's 003. So let's open this up and show the second one. And you'll see it's still sealed right there. And you'll see it's still 003. So sure enough, this thing doesn't last. You get the right barcode under there. You get the item that you want guaranteed. Unlike some of the other lines, it's really dependable to find what you're looking for and not have to waste extra money to get it, which is very nice. Well, that wraps up exactly what I was counting on for this line and nothing less. If anything else, I would go back for another Nasutoceratops if it's a different color. Let me know in the comments, as I have the other Nasutoceratops from before. So if there's any surprises there, I'd like to know. But anyway, that's been a look at these Jurassic World minis that you can buy. This is Stormy Cloud 21. Thanks for watching this review. Please remember, hit that like, subscribe button, see more cool stuff, as well as that notification bell. And thank you for watching, and talk soon.